Don't buy it!
Whether looking to save some cash or trying to eat on the more healthy side, knowing what to avoid on the supermarket shelves is essential. So to help you out, here are 10 of the worst grocery store foods that you should never buy.
Trust me.
Mayonnaise.
Here's the Hellmann's magic. Creamy, dreamy, boop.
There's a reason mayonnaise is often associated with fattening, extra unhealthy meals and sandwiches. Compared to most other condiments, mayo has a track record for having the most things that are bad for your health: calories, salt, and fat content. Even in low-fat and low-calorie versions of the sauce, easily exceed nearly every other popular condiment you're likely to stock in your fridge. Thankfully, there are tons of condiment alternatives that can help spice up your sandwiches and other dishes without piling on the calories and clogging your arteries.
One Krabby Patty! Hold the mayonnaise!
Hot sauce is an especially good alternative. While it's still a bit high in the sodium department, these sauces typically have almost no calorie content and are made with ingredients that actually deliver nutritional benefits. Even condiments you might think are unhealthy, such as mustard and ketchup, tend to be about half as devastating to your body as mayo. And as an added bonus, many of the more healthy condiment alternatives average out to be much less expensive per serving. White bread.
We first met in a grocery store. I couldn't look away. I mean, look at him.
Many lackluster or unmemorable pieces of music are often referred to as being stale or bland as white bread. While the innovation of sliced bread is beloved, the actual taste of the product is much less acclaimed. Beyond just being much less satisfying and tasty as other breads made with more natural wheat and organic ingredients, the actual nutritional value of the stuff is one step away from non-existent. That's right, despite its seemingly perfect presentation, white bread may be one of the least beneficial products that you're likely purchasing on a regular basis.
I think that's your shopping list.
No, these are my vows.
Given that the food choices usually being put between slices of white bread are not much healthier than the bread itself, this becomes one of the most life-changing switch-ups you can make to your grocery list next time you go shopping. The calories might be fairly low, and the price might be, in most cases, cheaper than other breads, but the impact white bread is having on your body's health is hard to understate. Once you make the leap to buying wheat-packed, more nutritional bread products, which thankfully barely have any more calories than white bread, you'll be thrilled to find you're not only feeling better after having that sandwich, but the sandwich will probably taste better than you ever remembered it tasting on white bread. Oreos.
I prefer the cream part of an Oreo. That's crazy. The cookie's the best part.
It's difficult to find someone who isn't aware of the nutritionally atrocious track record of cookie snack foods. Even with the healthiest of cookie brands, it's difficult to justify how little nutrition and satisfaction you get from them. Even the golden Oreos, which many consumers assume are somehow much better for them, barely makes a difference when it comes to cost and dietary impact. And that's not even considering how annoying it can be to find a store that actually stocks them. Among the most popular snack cookie brands, one brand stands out as one of the absolute worst snack food choices you can go with: Oreos.
There's only one cookie with something in the middle that solves life's problem, and that's an Oreo.
Whether it's a plain old bag of Oreos or the even less healthy double-stuffed variety, the sheer amount of calories packed into each bite is insane. With the Mega Stuffed brand in particular, you'll be clocking in 180 whole calories by eating 2 measly cookies. Not only is that portion almost guaranteed to leave most snackers unsatisfied, but it becomes a perfect ingredient for ruining a healthy, responsible dieting streak. With the prices of most snack foods rising quickly over the last year, your wallet will be happy to avoid this unhealthy, underfilling, and often highly expensive snack food. Pre-packaged salad kits.
Salad.
Prepackaged salad kits might have a fair amount of nutrition packed into them and hold both convenience and calorie-friendly qualities, but they are one of the most notoriously overpriced products you're likely to come across at your local grocery store. While you might be paying upwards of $10 for the convenience of the prepackaged kit, a bit more effort can help you get several more servings of the same salad for half the price. With this much potential savings to be had, you'd have to have a Bezos-sized bank account not to make this wallet-friendly transition in your shopping habits.
Save money?
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to salads made solely of leafy greens and a few vegetables. The effort involved in changing this habit comes highly recommended. It's time to let your wallet feel that same breath of fresh air as your body does when it comes to your otherwise fantastic salad habits. While you're at it, be sure to consider the condiment and sauce-based suggestions in this list when you go to actually construct your newly cost-effective salad meals. Frozen pizza.
Pizza.
Come on in.
If you've ever struggled to keep the fridge full while sticking to a budget, the appeal of buying large amounts of frozen pizza is an easy option. Unfortunately, frozen pizza is one of the least sustainable and most unhealthy commonly bought frozen entrees you can buy. The excessive amount of cheeses, fattening meats, and thick bread crust nearly guarantees that even some of the healthier frozen pizza choices should stay far away from a responsible consumer's grocery list.
That's unfair.
It's incredibly unfair.
Frozen pizza has many other issues regarding its nutritional value and its pricing. Most importantly, it's difficult to keep leftover frozen pizza, as most consumers familiar with these products know they have to be eaten fresh out of the oven. Due to this, people often overindulge in their portions when making the stuff and go far beyond a reasonable meal's worth of pizza in one sitting. Mix this with the fact that most frozen pizza's nutrition labels, which are already daunting to read, are only accounting for a fourth of said pizza, and you'll be much more hesitant to buy these products next time you're at the grocery store. Lastly, the sheer amount of preservatives and nutrition-negating ingredients that are used to keep the pizza edible despite being frozen for so long are downright unappetizing. Save yourself a tummy ache and avoid frozen pizza altogether when possible, as many other budget-friendly alternatives are available. Bologna.
This, however, is bologna.
Deli meats can be tricky when it comes to their nutritional value and dollar-saving potential. The more you buy in bulk, the better off you tend to be price-wise, but there are many deli meats that simply are not worth the expenditure. Turkey is by far your best choice, and of the popular deli meats, bologna is by far the worst. Given the fact that many kids tend to get bologna sandwiches in their lunchboxes, the potential for unhealthy eating habits to form around this amorphous meat product becomes that much higher. Since the bologna is often placed between another offender on our list, being something that's good for you is a difficult order to fill.
Can't be healthy, delicious, and gourmet.
Not only is bologna packed with many more calories per gram than all other popular deli meats, but the protein available in each serving is severely lacking when compared to more beneficial choices like turkey. Still not convinced? Consider the amount of salt in bologna. Just 2 slices average around 740 milligrams of sodium, making it incredibly bad for heart health. And to top it all off, the hodgepodge of ingredients that are used to concoct this already suspect lunch meat makes it look visually unappealing as well. You deserve more than just plain old bologna in your sandwiches. Bulk candy.
Candy.
Not unlike cookies, candy is one of the most notoriously unhealthy and malnutritious snack foods on the market. Even more absurd when it comes to candy, however, is the cost of the stuff. Despite being sold in bulk, the amount you're paying for candy is almost certainly higher than it's worth, especially considering how unfilling the products tend to be. After all, it's hard to think of a snack food that is more frequently binged than candy. When you buy candy in bulk, you also put yourself at a greater risk of running into the chip and cookie dilemma of literally being unable to eat just one serving.
My candy! My beautiful candy!
Due to this, you're likely to pack your gut with an already high-calorie snack that will leave your body requiring more food later on to properly sustain itself. To avoid spending too much on candy and to save yourself a deluge of calories every time you get a craving, save your candy purchases for special occasions, or just for when you're actually out grocery shopping. Doing so will help you reduce the cravings and allow your body to process these sugar, calorie-heavy treats in a more manageable fashion. Ranch dressing.
We're nearly out of ranch dressing.
While mayo may be more notoriously unhealthy than ranch dressing, ranch still reigns supreme in being one of the worst possible condiment choices you can make, both for your body and your bank account. Despite being deliciously creamy and often packaged with or marketed alongside of healthy foods like salads, the extreme amount of fat and calories packed into the famous sauce is high enough to make mayo products blush.
Either love it or you really love it.
However, the inclusion of ranch on this list is sure to bum out many, especially those that adore the majestic king of unhealthy food, buffalo wings. There's a tendency for consumers looking for healthy alternatives to ranch dressing to branch out into low-fat, low-calorie, and even vegan-style ranch dressings. However, these labels rarely save the customer in terms of calories and often cost even more than the original product they're trying to imitate. With vegan ranch especially, you may be looking at more calories than regular ranch dressing. Once again, trying to replace your ranch dressing needs with more cost and gut-friendly options such as hot sauce, mustard, and ketchup is highly recommended. Why not cut this product off your list at the same time as prepackaged salad kits for an extra epic change? Canned peaches.
Peaches?
More than any other item on this list, you are likely to be tilting your head in confusion at this entry. After all, fruits have a tendency to be healthy and filled with good sugars, right? Unfortunately, not all fruits are on the same level here, and certain ways of preserving fruits greatly diminish the otherwise healthy qualities of the food. While canned goods are typically a wallet-friendly way of grabbing bulk fruits or vegetables, they are also one of the most consistently less healthy ways of doing so as well. Canned peaches are especially important to note here as they require a much larger amount of preservatives and in-can juices and syrups to keep the fruit edible. Not only does this greatly increase the calorie content of the canned peaches, but it ensures that many of the nutritional benefits peaches are known for fade away as they wait to be eaten. Do yourself a favor and take that extra step of buying fresh peaches if you can next time you're craving this otherwise healthily sweet treat. Just be sure to use the peaches you buy quickly, as they tend not to have a very long shelf life when they're not canned. Ice cream.
Oh well, at least we enjoyed the show.
While it's hard to resist the delicious, sweet satisfaction of ice cream, it's one of the most harmful things for both your health and your wallet. With the rising price of ice cream and the fact that most of the real good flavors come in expensive, smaller containers, ditching this food product is for the best. Additionally, you can begin adding other foods into your daily diet routine if you cut out this pesky treat. With how notoriously unhealthy ice cream tends to be, it's no surprise it's made it onto our list of 10 worst grocery store foods that you should never buy.
Good point. I didn't want to hear that.
Want to gain a better idea of just how excessive ice cream tends to be? Take one of the most famous flavors from one of America's top ice cream brands, Ben & Jerry's Chubby Hubby. A single serving of the stuff contains the same amount of sugar as 3 typical glazed donuts. While donuts are far from an ideal substitute for ice cream, it's easily a better choice in terms of sugar-heavy snack, and donuts tend to have more nutritional value overall as well. Even less popular, less sugar-packed flavors are likely to have at least the same amount of sugar as 2 typical glazed donuts, so avoiding the product is probably for the best. Searching for another great video? Just tap or click and smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell.